Hello, 7th grade. It's your teacher, Mr. DeJoseph, live from the backyard, live from the fire pit area, newly built. Okay. Now, I'm making this video to explain as best I can what is going to be happening starting next week on March 30th. Okay. You may have heard that things are going to get a little bit more serious in terms of your schoolwork. And by that, I just mean that your teachers are going to be teaching you new material, and you're going to start getting assessments, tests, quizzes, projects, things that are going to count towards your final grade. Okay? Now, that may frighten you, but it really shouldn't. Okay, please, don't be upset and don't worry too much, because just speaking for myself personally, very sympathetic to people's personal situations. I think it's funny because this whole ordeal has physically moved us farther apart, right? Social distancing and whatever else. So physically we've been moved farther apart from each other, but I think it's really brought us together in a special way, kind of on the inside, not to be too cheesy. But I do feel that that's true. I think in a way where this has really connected us in ways that we weren't before. Because we're all in the same boat. This is not really fun for anyone. I meant to say, this is not really fun for anyone, but where everyone is kind of doing their best to make the best out of a bad situation. And for me personally, I know I have two young kids at home with me. I had two sisters growing up. Okay, we had one desktop computer, and maybe you're in the same situation, and you and your siblings have to kind of figure out, and your parents maybe who are working from home have to figure out when you're going to be sharing this technology. So and there's people who are even in different situations than that. So, and whatever your situation is, I understand. Okay, so I'm going to be very sympathetic to that, but at the same time, we do need to move the school year along. We need to make sure that you're meeting your benchmarks. We need to make sure that you are learning the curriculum. We need to make sure that you are well prepared for school next year, okay? And because of that, we need to kind of measure your success. And so with that understanding, just know that I'm gonna be sympathetic to a lot, but we also need to get the year going. So this is not just a wasted year. No one wants that, right? So, what does this mean for us? Well, what this means for us is that starting on Monday, there's going to be a new schedule. Now, I'm not going to talk about the details of that new schedule because as I'm recording this, Mr. Fabo hasn't done that yet. And he said today on Instagram that he was going to do that. So, at some point, I'm sure he will. But what I can say about it is that this is going to be a schedule where certain classes meet every other day. Guess what? Our class has always met every other day. So that's okay. This is nothing new for us. We always meet every other day. So that's going to be basically unchanged. As far as what happens next week, as far as the material and the assignments, well, next week you only have one assignment, okay? But it's a big one. It's our pop song analysis project, okay? We've already had our music genres project. Seems like a lifetime ago, but that was this year, believe it or not. But now we're having our pop song analysis project. We've already done a ton of pop song analysis of assignments, and you guys are really doing a great job with them, okay? So the only difference here between this and what we have been doing is that you're going to pick the song instead of me. I'm going to assign it on Monday or Tuesday, depending on which day in this new schedule you'll have my class. And the due date will be Friday. Regardless of whether you have it on Monday or Tuesday, the due date will be Friday, okay? And there you go. I will give you more details about specifically what I want you to do for the project when I assign it next week. But that's going to be it. Now, the week after that is spring break. There's going to be no work assigned during spring break, okay? So take a deep breath. But the week after that, things are up in the air. No one knows what's going to happen the week after that. Now, normally I don't like to give my predictions on things like this, but I think it's likely that we will not be back that week. Okay? I'm not sure when we'll be back. Maybe we will be back that week. I don't know. But if we're not, I do have a plan for what we're going to do then. Okay? I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, so I'm not going to tell that to you right now. But just know, Mr. Dejo's got a plan. And we all know, if you trust my plan, we'll get through it together, okay? Maybe it will be a bumpy road, but we'll get through it together. I promise you that. Okay, is there anything else? Oh yes, office hours. We've been asked, all teachers have been asked to hold a certain amount of office hours, okay? Office hours are something that you normally see at the college level. You'll see when you get there, professors have times where they meet with students for any reason, to clear up confusion, to answer questions, to get extra help. There's various different reasons for why you would go see a professor for office hours, and it's going to be the same thing with your teachers. Now, your teachers may have different office hours. Some of your teachers might hold their office hours during when their class would normally be during the school day. I'm going to hold my office hours every day, and they will be every day between 1:30 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. and 2:15 p.m. Okay? So 45 minutes. But this is 45 minutes where I will be sitting at my computer waiting to hear from you. I will be there with no distractions, waiting to answer your questions, and really for any reason you would want to contact me during that time, I will be there for you to help you with whatever you need, okay? And yeah, I think that's it. So some teachers might only have their office hours every other day. I'm going to have my office hours every day from 1:30 to 2:15 p.m. And the way that we'll do it is that you can email me at andejoseph@tenafly.k12.nj.us, or you can submit your question on Google Classroom. Just type it into the stream, put it on the timeline, hit up the TL, and ask your question, and I'll answer it that way, okay? I think that's going to work best for us, and it works best for me in my situation because, you know, I have 2 kids. Mrs. DeJoseph is also a teacher, so we kind of need to share our technology as well, okay? And I just think that's going to work out the best. Some of your teachers might hold their office hours on Zoom or Google Hangouts or something like that, but I think this is best for everybody because not everyone has access to those type of apps, and some people you need to fill out a consent form to be able to utilize those apps, and some people don't want to consent to using them, and that's fine. So just to accommodate everyone, I think meeting virtually like this through Google Classroom or through email is the best. Okay, so that's really it for now. If you have any questions about anything, you can email me or send me a message on Google Classroom, and I'll be happy to answer it for you. Okay? I hope you have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Take care.